Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Tristan Barracks here, and I'm super excited to be making this video because by the time you are watching this video, it will mark the 2-year anniversary of me going full-time in my passion, which is digital storytelling, which is using new media, cinematography, photography to communicate meaningful messages of hope, of change, for brands, for clients, for just different people around the world. It's really an amazing time for me. I'm just about to be flying off to South Africa for the first time to be filming a conference and working with an amazing brand called Munaluchi Bride, and I'm just in awe of just all of the amazing things that are happening in my life. You know, I'm healthy, I'm happy, and I'm doing more than I ever thought I could. And really, it all came out of not getting a job I applied for. I know, it's kind of crazy. You know, when I think about my journey as a creative, you know, I started out in front of the camera, I started out as an actor, I started out as a theatrical actor, actually, in church and learning all sorts of cool stuff. And then I moved my way behind the camera because I really loved telling stories. I loved seeing people's reactions and seeing how people connected to different types of stories from different people. And I fell in love with that process. I fell in love with creating stories that were engaging, that were inspiring, that were maybe challenging, that sparked conversations between different groups of people from different walks of life. And that's my passion. That's what I love to do. A few years ago, I was working in a really good job, actually. It was a job that allowed me to tell stories, and it allowed me to film and be creative to a certain extent, but I wasn't happy there. And although it was the right job for me, and although it made sense and it allowed me to be able to buy a house and allowed me to provide for my family, I wasn't in a good place, and I wasn't happy, and I wasn't passionate about that job and about that position. And even though I didn't feel great about it, I still applied for the permanent role, and I thought I would get it. I was pretty much a shoo-in to get it, and I didn't get the job. And I was devastated because, I mean, again, I didn't have a plan B. I didn't apply for other jobs. I wasn't planning on going full-time into my digital storytelling business at all. It was kind of like a moment where I was kind of like, God, what's up? Like, what's the deal? Like, you know, I thought I did everything right. And something amazing happened in that moment. I remember driving home, letting my wife know the news that I applied for a permanent role. I didn't get. I remember sitting down in the car and talking to her, and it was kind of surreal. I wasn't angry, I wasn't frustrated, I wasn't crying, I wasn't overly emotional. It was just kind of like, okay, cool, like, what next? And I remember Natanya, my wife, turns to me and saying, well, if not now, when? And what she was referring to was, if not now, Tristan, if you're not going to believe in yourself now and believe in your business and believe in your ability and believe all those skills, talents, and resources that are inside of you can sustain you now, then when? And then I remember having another conversation with a good friend of mine, Andrew James, and he said, yo, Tristan, you have everything you need to be successful. And the reality is that maybe this is the pushing point that you needed to be able to see that everything that you have inside of you is enough to sustain you, and not just sustain you, but allow you to be successful. And not only that, he said something really, really poignant and something that really stuck out to me. And that is, until you feel the pressure of life, of trying to pay a mortgage, take care of your kids, take care of your wife, be a provider, be a covering for your family, you're never really gonna know how much you got inside of you. And that's kind of what I want to say to you today, is that you may be at a job that you don't really love. You may be in debt. You may be trying to find your spouse. You may be trying to figure out what your next step is in life. And the reality is that you will never, ever attain anything super successful and super great without feeling the pressure of life and pushing yourself, like Steve Harvey says, off the cliff. The reality is that the parachute is not for people that are on the ground. The parachute are for people that jump off the cliff and are free flying in the air. So the reality is that without the free flying and without jumping off the cliff and those actions and those choices, you'll never know that you actually have the parachute. You actually have the skills, talents, resources, and the ability to be successful. And this life is not for everybody. I mean, again, there's a lot of rejection and there's a lot of frustrating times and there's a lot of times where you don't even want to get out of your bed because there's just so much work you got to do. But the great thing is, this is the greatest thing, is that I am in control of my own destiny. I'm my own boss. I'm my own HR department. I'm my own marketing department. I'm my own everything, really, when it comes to my business. But at the same time, I get to do my own business. I get to run my own business. I get to create things that my clients love. I get to work with some of the most amazing clients, amazing people, visionary, passionate, intelligent, super focused people every single day of my life. And I would not trade that one iota. I love being able to pick up my son from school. You know, these are the things that are available to me and afforded to me because I was rejected, because I didn't get the job that made sense, because I jumped off the cliff. And 2 years later, I'm here to say that now I'm getting to fly to South Africa, all expenses paid, because my gift made room for me, because I believed in myself, because I believed in my gut that I had something to give to the world. So I guess what I'm saying to you is believe in yourself. You can do it. I believe in you. I believe that the gift that you have inside of you, whether it's baking, whether it's writing, whether it's counseling, whether it's creating films or doing dope photography or traveling around the world and teaching people how to travel as well, whatever it is, that's going to make room for you. That's going to allow you the opportunity to buy back your time, to spend more time with those that you love, to spend more time in your passion, to spend more time creating things that will leave a legacy that's bigger than you. So what are you waiting for? Do it. I believe in you. I hope this helps you. I hope this encourages you. 2 years and counting. You know, peace, love, stay creative, and I hope to see more amazing things coming out of your life. Whoever you are, share it with me. Hashtag digital storytellers, hashtag the digital storyteller. Hit me up on tristanbarracks.com or on my social media links. Thank you again. Have a wonderful day. Peace.